Hello, everybody. Welcome to Red Line Networks. Taking inspiration from the great Battle Line Networks ran by Eagle. Today, I have with me a very special guest commentating this exciting and exhilarating round one of the Maryland campaign here on Union Camp. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Kel, to the people who might not know you?
I'm Kel. I'm a first sergeant in the 59th for B Company.
Right on. All right, there we go. So here we have on the Union side a couple great units here based on the campaign that we're running on the tabletop. Union is actually attacking this one, so they'll be playing as CSA, led by I-Corps, going up against the forces of the CSA, playing defenders underneath JD. Second round coming up here, we have Smithfield, but that's going to be neither here nor there. Let's see who we've got. Current pop is at 220, 109 to 110. One man in favor for the Union, but let's check down here with the Arty. We got two guys running battery for the CSA. Well, one guy on, seven running battery for Union. Got a couple good groups here. We got I-Corps, JD, 12th VA, JD again with elements of PA and 4th Texas. 2 Corps over there, 5th North Carolina, and the members of Sussy Brigade, 1st Tennessee, IVB. A lot of good groups here playing out tonight. Yeah, should be a good time, should be a good fight. Any thoughts on this map in general, Mr. Kel?
I don't think I've seen this map since the update, so I'm not sure about how the balance work out. Have we seen this one, Red?
Since the update, no, not really at a high pop organized event. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm curious. I think the Union got a lot more tickets on this map, if I'm not mistaken, correct? I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure there was a bump to it. I mean, I don't want to say it was over 20%, but it was a good bump.
Yeah, we can actually pull up the math here while we let the Union go ahead and start getting into initial positions for their defense. If I can actually find this little document here that tells us beautifully enough what the new ticket changes are. Here it is. Let's see here. Drill camp. Union camp is now sitting at a 12.5% advantage for the defender. So that is no joke. Tickets are currently 137 to CSA and 156 for the Union. Union got a pretty big boost across the map in terms of tickets, so this is just another one of those kind of examples here.
That's really going to even things out here. We might see another shootout like we've been seeing on so many more maps now.
Yep, I can agree with that. We got JD here already moving up here, coming up far north. I mean, we've seen a popular new strat from Union on a lot of these defense maps they've had is to just kind of send it forward and just keep them off the point entirely, trusting those new tickets to keep them in that fight. And it also looks like Union's playing just super together here, which is something that has also been seen from really all these defense maps now. Is kind of the new meta developing is just play together, play close, play as a big blob, and you kind of end up having a lot more success. Now, personally, I hate this map.
2 Corps and Sussy is starting to see something in the woods. I think it's more of a ghost than anything else, but I can't say this map is going to be any fun. Honestly, look at this field that the Confederates have to cross. That's going to be brutal. I'm assuming that the Union has rifles here. Do they have a buck and ball over on the Confederates?
Yeah, so on this map here, let's go ahead and pull it up actually while they start getting into their initial positions. Union starting the shootout here on the left side. We're going to pull up warofrights tool made by the one and only Molex, who is a developer. Union camp. So Union gets the first U.S. sharpshooters who have the Sharps rifles and the 32nd Ohio with the Springfield 61 and the Lorenz. All that means for those who may not be in the know is the Union has a company of really excellent Sharps rifles, which means they fire way faster. And the CSA on the contrast actually also gets Sharps first VA Cav, but they also get pistols with those Cav. And they have the 4th North Carolina who do get buck and ball. They have the Springfield 42, the 55, and the Enfield 53.
Well, I think the Union's going to want to keep it to the field then if they have that buck and ball advantage, because technically you can't shoot past 33 yards.
It is
always
technically.
Looks like we got a huge Confederate charge into the point.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to full send it here off the rip. Looks like from what I'm reading in chat, IVB is pushing up hard on this left side. 10th Tennessee with them as well. Just kind of moving up here. 1st Tennessee and 10th Tennessee kind of running together here. Looks like Knight ran into the boundaries of the map. IVB pushing way forward here. I'm going to agree with you on this one. I think if I'm Union, honestly, Union on most of these maps here wants to keep the shootout going. The rifles are a huge advantage to have. at range, obviously. The buck and ball, though, is so lethal at close. If the CSA can get close enough to use that buck and ball, I think we'll see a very different map turn out here. But then again, it's a whole new ball game. Brand new tickets for everybody involved. I mean, it can kind of go either way.
We'll see. People are going to have to use the meta as it works, too. Those rifles can still be pretty good against those close-range buck and balls. If people shoot through those tents, that's soft cover. They can shoot right through it.
That's a good point. You know, people forget that, Kel. People forget that all the time. That these tents are not bulletproof. And we saw it in SSL this past week, actually, with 2-core shooting straight through the tents into the side of the CSA, and that led to why that round went to the Union eventually.
We did have a dramatic time shift, it seems like. It's a little bit more dusk.
Yeah. So these maps, based on the tabletop and how everything rolls out, are both going to be played at dawn under a clear sky. I just forgot to put it to dawn. And I have to lower the cloud cover to make it a clear sky. And now we have, and it looks like CSA early caps here. Brave choice. We got Nuke here in the Nuke's line. Running up and down, trying to keep his men firing straight west, it seems, at the peripheral left side of, well, I guess they're right, of Sussy Brigade, led by Zoo. Zoo, who, Kel, I don't know if you knew this, but he retired a couple weeks ago, and hence why I own this event now. It looks like he's back on the field, unretired for the time being, leading Sussy Brigade to this far south-southeast.
Now, was he tired of playing, or was he tired of hosting? We'll see.
We will see. He has told me he's going to retire again after this first round, so we'll see how that goes. Looks like CSA is reacting. Elements under 12th VA shifting left to meet this Sussy counter to the south side. What's going on here elsewhere on the field? We have IVB holding the direct center on the point. Classic IVB moment here going along here. Let's get right up here next to Sevi. Let's see what his thoughts are. Running up and down his line.
With a rebel, yeah. We
looks
have
like Artie gets a good hit.
Leading a countercharge against the Confederates that have gone towards the south of the tents. So we'll see how effective that is. They're getting the good fence right now.
12th VA should have that buck and ball potentially, and it looks like Union's making a nice big push here, rolling up this south side. Yeah, CSA's falling back. They're just going to fold right back into the center there, but oh, who is this here still there? Elements of 5th New Hampshire trying to hold that anchor, and now they're starting to fall back too. Just the Sussy pressure is too tough. I mean, it looks like we have I-Corps peeling off their back Artie. I think it's I-Corps, yep. Goondog leading the way here. Goon, a notorious member of the Maryland campaign for his inability to attend to coordination. Here he is. He's running back to the southeast, trying to link up with the CSA groups over in that way. And Union
pretty
peeling
rough
off
look,
the front.
Goondog. You should feel called out.
What happened?
I said that's a pretty rough look for Goondog. He should feel called out.
Oh, I agree entirely. I think, you know, quite frankly, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed. And looks like Union's pushing straight up here onto the point. JD, MB, Elements, Metal up in the front here. Sitting there with his sword out, not even with his rifle. Getting aimed at by another CSA member. And look at that. Friendly firing away. CSA already reacting, though, to the ever-changing battlefield.
Speaking of embarrassing, let me zoom in the IVB here.
Let's see what happens here. I mean, MB and JD and PA getting caught off on their side by I-Corps. I-Corps with the Cav just rolling up on that flank. Speaking of Cav, let's make sure that both groups have their Kryptonite people. They do not. They're both up by 1, so we won't talk about it yet. If that increases or decreases, we'll know. It looks like Union's falling off of this north side, flanked by I-Corps with shots from the front by IVB. On this other side of the map here to the south, 12th VA holding a strong anchor with 5th New Hampshire. Both groups firing either south over at the Sussy line or southwest at this group here, which is going to be, yep, 2-Corps, led by Archer, and then MB and JD here posted up to the far west. Lots of fighting going on here on this map.
See how that goes.
I mean, Union's kind of developing kind of a half encirclement on the CSA, which I do like from them as a team here. I think this can be a tough spot to retake, and I think they're doing a pretty good job with what they've got. And here it is. Union pushing in from the south side. Full center up here to the north. Led by Sussy Brigade, pushing up straight through the tents already.
Is IVB going to see him? Because there's a chance that IVB is going to react a little bit. I think they're getting... I don't think they see him, actually. Sussy has it on IVB right now. We'll see if they turn around.
Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh, I will shift tabs, and here it is. 10th Tennessee getting smoked in their flank. 5th New Hampshire getting smoked in their flank. I-Corps pushing in the system with those pistols. Here they left side of Sussy's advance here. A couple elements of the 2 Corps, and the Union flag is down. Vankowski is dead. Here it is, 4th, 5th Florida Bob, who attended the Grand Campaign event earlier today, is also dead. Here it is, Bob grabs the flag, he's trying to get another. Wong doesn't see him, and then he's down again by Panther. Huge moment here in favor of the CSA, I believe. Zoo trying to fall back and reform his men. James here from I-Corps stabbing him once, not getting the second stab. He gets turned on by Zoo with the pistol shot. Here's Wong coming around the corner, gets his pistol shot off. Oh, he's dead too! A lot of stuff going on here. Very exciting round so far, Kel. 2 Corps led by Archer pushing in here to finish up the remainder of this counter-charging group led by Hudson and I-Corps. 2 Corps slamming into the side here. Hudson's going to go down. He gets 1, he gets 2, and he gets smoked by Chaos there. This is a pretty close fight still. I mean, CSA has a pretty sizable group here to the south on the point. I think that's IVB. Has IVB reacted at all to either of these advances?
They've reacted slightly. They've definitely gone back and got into a firefight with Sussy, and that really helped consolidate the Confederate position at the moment. We're just going to have to see how Union reacts. It looks like Confederates have it pretty well handled at the moment.
I mean, yeah, they fought him back. I mean, that's the buck and ball effect right there. And the Cav effect. Those Cav guys coming in with those pistols is a huge help for the CSA. Goondog's still alive after the whole engagement. I think he went down once, respawned pretty quick on that flag. But CSA holding a strong line. IVB surging forward here at the same time as JD pushing out themselves. And here it is, Sevi trying to get into the side of JD. They turn on him. They put him down like a dog. And here it is, IVB slamming into the side of JD with that buck and ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flag is down for the Union. It goes back up. A lot of fighting happening here. See, IVB is still surging through. That flag bearer is way too close to the front. Juicy trying to get the kill, and Allen gets it. Getting traded on by Boner. Duke gonna kill Juicy. No, he will not. He gets clubbed down. Boner not gonna get him either. Juicy's still standing, playing I'm Gonna Get High, that song. Oh my god, look at this. Union gonna take that position here. JD pushing out and killing all of IVB. Basically alone. 2 Corps coming back from Union main, trying to reinforce. 12th VA back alive. I don't think they realize the Union push coming to their southwest.
Pick that flag up. Pick that flag
And the flag gets team killed, and here it is. 2 Corps pushing through with elements of Sussy just surging onto this cap to recapture it. 12th VA is gonna have to get this flag out, I reckon. They just don't have the people for it. They're trying. You got to give them that. Ninja getting in there, just killing Nuke. Huge play by Ninja. That's 6 shots they won't have anymore. And 2 Corps, I believe, just pushing through, surging through with elements of Sussy and JD. Just playing really forward here. I mean, but yeah, CSA still got a foothold here. It's not over yet. She ain't pregnant yet, as I love to say.
She ain't pregnant yet, Red. But the other thing is, even if Union captures this, it's not going to be that great of a gain back for him. Because not only has the black timer not been going this whole time, but Confederates have been keeping the tickets pretty even, so they're not even going to get a bump in tickets.
I mean, truthfully, I do think this works in the Confederate favor as well, because, I mean, there's still a couple of sporadic engagements going on. A flag attempting to get out of here. Krieg's putting them down with that pistol. Nibs getting put down by Sharps and the pistol. Gamer getting put down as well. And they do manage to get the flag out as well. I think only 1 flag is down for the CSA on this southwestern side. I mean, yeah, that was a brutal engagement for both teams. I think they both lost equally in that fight. CSA is up slightly on tickets. Union is going to get back up to the same amount of tickets, though. Partially, I think why CSA is just going to eat this charge here by elements of Sussy. LaBelle still alive, stabbing. LaBelle, a ghost to this community who's returned again and killed by Sevi. Good shot by Sevi there. And there's just a tough engagement here. IVB trying to hold him off, elements of Sussy. And it looks like CSA does take the position here. I-Corps and IVB and JD. It looks like one member of JD, at least, potentially on the wrong team, putting out his own people there and holding a strong line directly north of point outside that tent. A couple more guys heading out to the left here, to the west onto the Arty. Who is this? JD artillerymen. Their guns focused on the point for the Union. A 3-incher focused northeast. Another 12-pounder focused northeast. Another 12-pounder looking at point, but Mason's turning that to look northeast as well. Potato looking northeast. A lot of these guns are facing towards that CSA spawn, but it looks like they know that, and that's why they're pushing up this eastern end of the map.
The U.S. is playing they're not aggressive enough right now. They need to be pushing that Confederate line back, and they need to control the Confederates at the forest line. Giving them free space just to move up the tents is not going to work out.
You know, I'm going to agree with you on that one. I really am. Zoo spawns back in for Sussy Brigade, reforming here to the southeast. I think Union has an opportunity here to get up on the side of the CSA, or they did before IVB and 5th New Hampshire noticed that, and are now moving left to just kind of put pressure on the weakened, really, Union right. Sussy is the only group really standing on the side here. We got a couple members of 2 Corps now shifting over to assist them out. But this is not a shootout Union wants. They're in the open field in a valley with CSA holding a defilade to their north side, shooting down on them with buckenball and rifles, potentially both. I mean, look, this map is not exactly a good Union map in terms of ground. I think you're on the money with the way Union has to win this map is by playing forward and exactly that, keeping them out of that wood line to the north. Because if CSA can take it, you can look down here and see that's a very commanding hill position. Very commanding indeed. And,
I think that's almost the play at the beginning of the match. I mean, looking at what's happening right now, that was probably the play at the beginning of the match.
I can agree with that because, I mean, Union just has lost all that ground. And, I mean, look at the tickets. I mean, they're kind of evening out a little bit. But remember, Union got back up to the same level as CSA, and now they're back down to where they were before they even recapped. They might get some tickets here from I-Corps standing in this wood line with Union already about to get some free shots onto the right side of that line. But it looks like I-Corps is actually peeling back. They heard us talking about them. I mean, just from above, it looks like Union is they're just really spread and not in the best of positions. I mean, once again, this is partially the map, partially I think what decisions have been made by the Union team. I mean, 2 Corps and Sussy trying to hold onto this rocky, slightly deflated area here to the far south. But once again, I mean, if the CSA up here have rifles, which they very well might, I mean, that position's not really going to help them. Those are easy shots.
They really need to start getting some help from Artie as well to start disrupting those lines that the Confederates have set up.
I mean, on the east side, they don't have much.
Yeah, I mean, all they're getting is bullet suppression. Some cannon suppression would probably be super key.
And here we go. We have Sussy advancing onto the east side of the map onto these caissons here. We have one already manned by MB, Mr. Olaire, trying to get these guns running and functional all by himself on this right side. But, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be too effective here. We'll see how this shot goes when he puts it off. Sussy starting to put shots in onto the right end of the Union line. But looks like they're going to try a volley. I mean, CSA skyline pretty hard here. Vankowski here. Let's go and kind of coming on him. Sussy shifting left here, giving up on this right side. I mean, dawn does make this a little bit more interesting for the Union team here. They're kind of, CSA is highlighted by that sunrise to the northwest. 2 Corps forming a back line here to the south. Who's up here in the front? I'm going to guess JD. Yes, it is. Elements of JD just kind of spreading out pretty wide here. Hudson making a forward scouting move.
We have I-Corps going up the southwest south. They're going to hit the Union Artie over there.
I-Corps, 12th VA. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Here they are on the west side of the map. I-Corps pushing out the 4th Texas MB PA Artyman. They had a couple of bodyguards here, but looks like they're going to get killed, I would reckon. Hillbilly and Creeks holding the line. Creeks misses a point-blank shot, but they do get the kill on that guy. Boyd here. Oh, these Cav pistols put in short work. I mean, Boyd's team killed by his own guy, but, I mean, Ethko, if that's how you pronounce the name, that was a terrible shot. You should be ashamed of yourself for killing your own man. Union is reacting to this.
JD is helping out now.
2 Corps trying to surge on the left side, the south side of the CSA line here. I-Corps, they don't see them yet. Let's see, and yeah, on the other side of the map, we have another push happening. Elements of A&V, 12th VA, I-Corps, 10th Tennessee, Knight. I'm going to say mostly 10th Tennessee here, pushing up and taking the Union cannons on the east side now. I don't know how attainable that position is going to be. They're already starting to drop pretty fast, but it looks like Union has lost all their cannons. That's just it. But they are reacting appropriately. I mean, 2 Corps up on this west-southwest side is already starting to move around the flank of I-Corps, putting shots into the caissons. On the other side of the map here, 10th Tennessee has already been piecemealed up pretty hard by these elements of Sussy. And here it is, Sussy pushing the caissons. Are they going to charge? We don't know. Let's find out. Zoo in the front, binoculars out. He pulls his pistol out. He's been retired for too long. We're starting to get dropped here a little bit. I mean, at this point, I would just charge them out. It's such a small group. Get some free tickets for it. Because, look, they're just going to Yeah, they're just losing tickets by these guys pushing in by themselves. I mean, Warspite misses a point-blank shot on Hawk, who is a level 1.
He's starting to move in, it looks like, too. They're starting to inch closer. Sevy's going to push those guys soon.
Oh, and here in the center, correct? Oh, yeah, I see it.
Over up by JD, up right in the center.
I mean, they're getting into that buck and ball range, it looks like. So a dramatic little...
Union's going to have to send some more people into the actual camp.
I'm going to have to agree with you there. IVB pushing up to get within that buck and ball range. Union not giving them that range. Falling back south here. I mean, all around this map here, we just have constant fighting going. I-Corps holding strong, getting into a point-blank almost shootout with 2-Corps. Battle of the Corps over here. 2 traditionally CSA regiments, one fighting for the Union in this campaign, one fighting for the CSA. Goondog here running forward. Will he die at a line? We don't know. We can see on the other side of the map here, Archer holding front, holding strong. Jason giving him shout-outs here in game. I mean, those Sharps rifles are going up against are no joke. They just have such a volume of fire that I don't really know.
IVB is starting to move into the center here. We have a whole push-up going from the Confederates.
Here it is, 5th New Hampshire leading the way. IVB taking up the rear. Elements of I-Corps led by Wongberger here holding up in the middle as well. I mean, IVB is making forward line. 5th New Hampshire just charging. They're just going for it. Hudson pushing all the way to JD's line. They knock the flag. Misses the pistol shot, but they're going to go and try to run him over. This is not a very strong group here. Molex here. Let's see what he does. He gets 1 kill using those admin powers of his. That's dev powers. He's going to countercharge now. 5th New Hampshire is probably going to get wiped here, but that wasn't exactly a bad push. Little maybe unadvised with how weak they are. But wait a minute. They might win this. Bakuni here, it's only up to him here against Brad. He misses 2 melees in a row, but he gets the final kill. It's oh god, it's Bakuni and Oler. And Bakuni dies.
Oh man.
Oler saves it. Oler saves it. It was a 1v1.
Good job, Oler. Good job.
And here it is, another advance here coming from IVB, trying to surge up this right side and link up with I-Corps. It looks like it is a successful move. I mean, 5th New Hampshire got full wipe there. It was a full wipe, but they counter-wiped everyone else that was sitting around that flag. And now there's a shit ton of guys waiting.
Some of the tickets were even clawed back by the
Yeah, I mean, Union is up on tickets now, which is surprising. Togray putting it out in chat. We are not gaining tickets. Togray, love the notice from Togray there. Some have said he is Captain Obvious at times because he reads the ticket bar and then tells you what you know. But we love Togray. IVB playing copyrighted music here. Pushing up to northeast. IVB. Sevy is dead. Pushing into JD's line. They're getting dropped by the handful, but here they are with the buck and ball at close range. This shouldn't hurt JD. I don't know if they'll win this push. JD is a pretty strong position here, but we'll see how it goes. Wintermute holding strong with the pistol, and he's dead. Killed by Obama.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Those drones are something else.
And oh my god, a Union counter push here from the middle. Sussy Brigade surging forward. LaBelle at the front. Will he die? Probably. Here he is. Gonna follow him in. POV, you are LaBelle. He's pushing in, pushing in, pushing in. He gets 1 kill, gets 2 kills. CSA flag down, trying to get it back up. Oh man, they're getting overwhelmed. Sevy here is trying to stay alive. Killed by Admiral Mate here. Zoo's still standing. Dressel in the back there. LaBelle's still alive. Gammer with the Union flag. And Sussy reclaims the center from that CSA push. Exciting stuff here.
Sussy are meeting now.
Oh, here it is. Zoo staying strong with that pistol, trying to stay alive. LaBelle here. Let's see if he continues his streak of staying alive. Gets 1 kill. Bob gets killed. Cheeto trying to kill LaBelle. Cheeto is dead. Vankowski still alive. Looks like Sussy will claim this position here. It's a pretty close fight, though. CSA needs to get this flag out, I reckon. Tog right here. Let's see what he does. And he's just standing there. And he's just standing there menacingly. And no, wait, hold on a minute. He pulls out his musket. And Union will fall back. Natty telling the boys to hold. And looks like CSA wins this fight.
CSA does indeed win that fight.
Here come Goat trying to kill Jigsaw.
You gotta take a look at the fight, though. They could have been a lot better, a lot more efficient in that fight as well.
I memean, yeah, both teams took some pretty heavy losses there. I think Sussy getting counter-wiped there by really a conglomerate of 12 VA, Togray from SR, I-Corps, just a clusterfuck of CSA groups here on this left side of the map. I mean, Union is now down on tickets, and knowing the tickets on this map now, that just shows that that wasn't exactly a great fight for them, considering they were up just before that engagement. And we have I-Corps with these Sharps rifles still standing strong. I'm gonna go ahead and warn them.
Holy shit! That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Oh, good fucking shot.
Gonna warn them in game to drop 1 member from that cav.
There
Turn the tent right in front of us, boys. Easy shot.
Right in front of us. East,
And
east,
they should.
east.
And here it is, Union trying to react to I-Core now. Looks like they're going to try a different strat here. Someone in the middle of the tent line. Looks like JD, 4th Texas, trying to hold the center on the other side of the map here. I mean, this is what CSA needed to do this whole time, right? They needed to just push forward and claim these 4 positions from the Union so they couldn't use them. But hold on a minute, on this east end, we have Mason here. Mason and Big Mac trying to get some double canister loaded to fire into the into their front, just point blanket into the Union to CSA line. And here it is, Big Mac with the canister shot. And no, they're actually turning it. See what happens here. Smoke is drifting south. Let's see the shot. And, oh, they're not even gonna get it off. 12th VA sees that, and they go over and just cut them down. But I mean, 420 saves it. Big Mac tries to kill his own man.
Dude, are you on acid, bro? Like, serious?
420 asking if Big Mac is on acid. Kind of ironic. And here is the shot from Hell, from the Union. And no, they're actually still not going to shoot it. Just not going to shoot it.
Well,
and there it is now. And
they
it's,
shot it right to a rock. Okay.
yeah. Oh, really delayed.
There was,
but I guess that worked. A lot of knockdowns. I don't really think that many kills. A lot of team kills happening from this push here in the center. 5th New Hampshire once again charging into a group by themselves, I think. Sussy going to clean up here and win this fight, but not without taking a lot of losses here. Tickets are kind of evening out a little bit here. JD and elements of 2-core holding the center, mostly 2-core, correction. Kind of holding to the left here to the south of JD. And I'm going to go ahead and warn CSA one more time. We all run on rules, Kel, and if we don't follow them, there's no society, you know? There's no order in this event.
That's what I say, buddy, you know? To any rule breakers out there, I want you to come and buck up, Ka.
Come and buck up, Ka. That's going to be a quote right there. Thank you, Kel. It looks like CSA I-Core up on these caissons here, holding pretty strong here against a pretty determined JD front. Let's go and see what's going on the other side of the map. I mean, CSA is just completely encircled the Union at this point. IVB in a point-blank buck and ball shootout here against Sussy Brigade. I think if I'm Sussy, I'm going to fall back even further because this is a terrible position. 2-core trying to help him out here. At least Archer is with this pistol, but I mean, you can see the buck and ball tearing into it. Articus just dies right there. LaBelle dies right there. Dressel trying to keep the flag. Really standing there. PA here in this fight as well, but it's mostly 2-core and Elma to Sussy fighting it out here. And I don't think I've seen one member of IVB go down. Now I have. I mean, this is just what it looks like when buck and ball goes up close. I mean, we were talking about this earlier in the game. See, Uni needs to use those rifles to their advantage, and I mean, this just isn't the range to do that.
Once they identify this as buck and ball, they should be moving. I'm not sure if there's miscommunication or if people are down and something's not getting across.
I mean, there's no Steam. I mean, there's no Steam chat here. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, they just got to use the chat in game as the War of Rights gods intended, and their own voices to keep them moving and get kind of maneuvered around. But I think this is just common sense here. You know what I mean? I mean, if I feel like they're starting to fall back now. They're starting to fall back. Zoo making the call to fall back to the defense line. 2-core holding strong here in the front with elements of Sussy not moving yet. Jigsaw, Bren, Cross guy from PA. I mean, we've all been into the front of a buck and ball line. We know how that feels, and I think once you've recognized that's buck and ball, you got to get the fuck out of there. And you know, kudos to Sussy Brigade here trying to move back here south and get some range. The range Sussy's at here is the range you want to fight these guys at. That buck and ball can still hit you from that range they're at, but it'll be a one hit, not an insta-kill. 2-core just getting chewed up here. I mean, it's not even close. Archer pulling left now with the remainder of his guys. He's about 4 or 5 dudes left. IVB charging in now.
This might be the end of it.
Here's IVB chasing them to point. Sevi saying, and I quote, "Turn around, you fucking retard." Here he is. He gets a beautiful pistol kill from range. Trying to chase Warspite. Sevi talking crazy shit. Elements of CSA on the point already. JD trying to counter, but I-Core pushing from those caissons, and it looks like that's going to be the game here. Sussy's just too far away to help him out efficiently, and that's game. I mean, Sussy won't even get there. 12th VA is now in this fight. I mean, that's going to be a GG.
Verdict's in, Red. This map is still bad for Union.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty safe bet. I mean, it was a lot closer than I would say it arguably should have been. To be frank, I mean, I thought Union had a good idea moving forward, trying to play in that tree line and just kind of shoot them out from range. But I think they really should have gone above and beyond and had taken that front hill right in front of the point that we were talking about earlier in that game. Because once CSA was able to get there and like firmly establish that position, I mean, that's in a really difficult spot to dislodge them from, as we saw.
You know, it's going to be interesting as we go forward, and different strats are made for this because, you know, this is a totally winnable map. I just think Union needs to play way more aggressively. You have the tickets to do so now. Why not? You know, the Union should not be letting the Confederates come out of those back wood lines unfettered where they spawn. They should be taking shots that entire field.
Yep, I agree. I mean, you can see in the after action, once CSA was able to push past that little middle hill that we were talking about here, I mean, it's just over from there. Some ratio happening here. The Union with 132 out of lines.
That is outrageous.
Wow, that is outrageous. Yeah. Yeah, pretty high casualty game there. We're going to go ahead and swap it over to Smithfield once this narration is over. The teams are going to stay the same. It looks like everyone that's going to be on CSA is going to stay on CSA. Union is going to stay on Union here. We're going to see how that goes because Union is now going to be on the attack. CSA on the tabletop, but Union here in game attacking on Smithfield. Go ahead and fix itself, but welcome, everybody. We are now on Smithfield. This is a popular map here in terms of event. We played this in SSL pretty recently, I believe. Yeah, Union actually got did Union get a boost in this map? We're going to find out here as we go over the weaponry on Smithfield here. So, let's see. Here we go. For the Union, we have 19th Indiana and the 8th Ohio. 19th Indiana with the Springfield 61s and 8th Ohio with the 55s and the 61s here. You can see Union starting to move, just get full kits there and spawn. Let's run over here to the CSA side, and we'll go ahead and figure out what they're going up to here. It looks like I-Corps getting ready on point. One group moving to the right. IVB shifting over to the bottom right side of the field. 122 to 118. Balance is fixed out. We're at 240 on the server. Speaking of CSA, Kel, you know what CSA has in this map? They have the 5th Texas and 14th Tennessee. And do you want to know what both those companies have? Buck and ball, my friend.
Ball.
Yep. They got the 42s, the 55s, and the 53s. The exact same loadout. So that means we're going to see how CSA decides to play this with the Union. I think getting a ticket boost on this map. We're going to confirm that in about 5.5 seconds. And here it is. On Smithfield, the Union has a 7% advantage in terms of tickets. So that is increased from what it used to be. And
yes, it is quite a bit, actually.
Quite a bit. Yeah, this was I think this was actually a fairly even map before the update anyhow. I don't know. I don't recall if the official developer balance that they were getting revealed that. I have to look at the little screenshot again here eventually from Molex. But here we go at 12th VA and IVB sitting firm on the east side here, trying to hold firm on that low side. Beautiful day here for warofrights gameplay. I mean, it's a beautiful day. And on the left side, we have I-Corps kind of holding on this fence in front of the corn. A little too far forward for my liking, and you know me, I love a cornfield. 124 to 118 here firmly for the round. Looks like we have 3 RDIs for CSA and 4 for Union.
Looks like we're seeing a pretty typical beginning of this map where the Union will pick one side and go that way. I don't see much reaction out of the Confederates right now. I think they haven't seen it yet and pushed more people across that field. But we're going to have a problem if they charge into those wood unfettered like they are.
I mean, here's Sussy leading the way on the left side. And, CSA Union already making a critical error here, trying to engage in a shootout from this position. To be quite frank, my friend, this is a wildly shitty position to shoot them out from. Like, impressively bad position to shoot from for the Union. Maybe they're just waiting for the rest of the team to pull up. And looks like that's exactly what's happening. They're going up and over now. Looks like kind of a half-ass charge. Looks like LaBelle decides he doesn't want to charge, and he's dead. And looks like, wow, Sussy is just completely disorganized in this push. Only half of them are going in at a time here with JD and the rest of the Union team. Molex here leading the front. Let's go ahead and spectate with Molex here. We're spectating.
This is a pretty big fumble so far, Red.
Here it is. We're on top of Molex. That's pretty cool. Yeah, fun fact, if you actually hit E on somebody as you're spectating them, you can actually like go into their POV, kind of like the third person thing.
That's pretty cool.
And looks like Union has kind of established a slight foothold, but CSA's countercharging, and they have that buck and ball. Looks like the order is flags to go in, which I don't know if I agree with. I would honestly start thinking about getting this flag out of here. Union is losing this engagement heavily here on the left side, this east side.
We have 2 Confederate flags down.
And we have some guys here, First Tennessee, just putting shots into the backside of the Union, still in that fence over there down the road. But I mean, Union has a foothold. They have a foothold. They actually
CSA
might take
has
this.
to send those guys in right now. They can't push it about. They have to. They're going to engage in a shootout. They're going to let too many people.
I mean, I think I-Corps here trying to. Oh no, I-Corps hits the wrong fence in this counter, giving Union precious time to reestablish a foothold. Their flag's getting dropped by this buck and ball though. I mean, they have a flag down here, 2 flags down, 1 flag back up. They still have a flag down. They're trying to just establish themselves on the left side here in this fence. I mean, Sevy's back up here now. IVB, I'm sure, will be following him soon. This is a tough shootout here for this Union team going against buck and ball at point blank range here. I mean, they're trying though. You got to give it to him. Knight coming up with the pistol now and missing most of these shots, but he's still alive. It looks like he kills JD's guy here at the front. I mean, wow. This is CSA just needs to keep hammering him in. We got First Tennessee, I reckon. Yep, pushing in from down the road here. Looks like they're trying to get in front of the flag. Wolf trying to get the flag out of bounds now because he sees CSA coming down. That guy's dead. And Wolf, I guess he didn't see them because now Wolf is going to die, and this flag is out of bounds though. It is out of bounds. And Wolf is being able to run it back inbounds. I can't believe I just witnessed that. First Tennessee yeah, he looks like Wolf jumped over their bayonets because Wolf is getting out of here.
That is
And
pretty surprising. I wasn't expecting that.
Wolf is dead, and looks like Doug on the Artie is telling his boys to run away now because First Tennessee is now charging Union Artie on this northeast side. Looks like they're just trying to hold the position and just shoot him dead. Yep, come on, take your time, Forrest. You can get it out.
Yeah.
And he gave up on it. It looks like Ryan. Here it is. Ryan versus Doug.
What do you want to talk
We're
about?
going to spectate this a little bit while Union reforms.
Just let me shoot this gun.
And Doug is dead. Killed by none other than Forrest Gump. Look at that. Ryan kills another guy with JD man here trying to run behind him here. Krill trying to get that flag up. And Krill very well might.
The Union is going to try the corn this time. See how that works out for him.
Oh yeah, I see that now. We have a couple CSA guys pushed up real fucking far. JMP and Mucko from I-Corps just running up to this forward Union battery. Jeff here with a pistol. Will he kill him? He kills one. He kills JMP. Mucko trying to get the.
Let's go.
Mucko, come on now.
Get in there. You gotta get in there.
Oh my God, they're both terrible.
Go after him.
Here it is, and Mucko should be dead here. And oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was terrible.
Wow.
That was terrible.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
You, sir, need to go to drill camp. Learn how to use that pistol.
So Union here pushing up on the west side of the map now, surging forward through that corn like you mentioned.
It's a good move.
Right
These
now.
CSA are pretty eager to guard these flags over here. The push they're making right now, it's going to work out, I think.
I mean, but once again, look at the Union's just disorganized. Like, they have half their team up in the front here ready to go in and push. 4th Texas and 2 Corps, a couple guys from JD now filtering in. Looks like the Union team is now coming in force here, forming up in the core and getting ready for this right side push. It looks like they're just going to stack up and be ready for it. I don't know if they're going to wait for flags. I wouldn't. I would just go in. Union is pretty down on tickets right now, though, which is very bad. Very bad for them at the moment.
Yeah, they really do need to get into a out of buck and ball range shootout to claw some tickets back while they still have time.
And it looks like, Kel, we have to be on the lookout for a man screaming slurs and charges here on the on one of these teams here. So if you see him, let me know. And here it is.
I'll let you know.
JD surging forward. JD getting a point-blank shot at Artie in that corn. I-Corps being here to meet them, but I don't think anyone sees 2 Corps surging around this
That
far
Artie
west
shot
side
was
of the map.
overshot and did not do anything.
Look at that. I mean, JD here just holding front in front of I-Corps. Not doing too bad. Bohannon here with 4th Texas also holding to the front, just trying to put shots into the Reb Artie. I mean, Yeet here taking command and just doing what he can here to the front. I-Corps just has that buck and ball. They're using it. 5th New Hampshire here meeting PA and Sussy here to the left of 2 Corps. kind of taking the center is what they're doing, and they do push 5th New Hampshire back. They're falling back now.
Oh, dropped their flag there.
And here's Archer surging up into the wood line here. No action happening left side of the map. Archer takes down a flag. Goat Papa comes down to grab it, and Goat Papa is dead. Coomstein, dead. And there it is. Hudson still is alive with that pistol, trying to kill Warspite. Uh-oh, and Hudson, I reckon, has ran out of pistol ammo. Warspite's going to get a very free kill, and he does indeed. And Union takes this far south position. I mean, now's the time for JD to go in, especially with CSA countering in here from IVB.
Yep, Union's really got to capitalize on this to get those tickets back because they are way behind. IVB countercharging those snake rails.
JD just sitting back there watching Union on this fence here, forward fence get hit. But, I mean, they hold. They hold really strong, actually. It's not even really close. IVB just gets smoked in that push. And it looks like all of CSA is finally now maneuvering here to kind of counter out this south side push by 2 Corps and elements of Sussy. And here it is, I-Corps pushing in a couple guys. JMP surging forward, trying to get that flag up, I'm guessing. Bob gets a stab in, and it looks like he's dead. Looks like, oh, we got Hawk here. We have Mau on this south side, getting up close and personal. Gets 1 kill. Mike Hunt comes in for the counter kill, and he does get it.
Imagine how this fight would be going right now if they had their flags.
If they had what?
If the Union had their flag.
Oh yeah, I mean this would be a totally different ball game here. I think they actually managed to respawn their flags. I do think so because I think they're spawning in
they're on
here
their way
on
back
flags.
to the front right now, but this could have been, those caissons could have been wiped by now. That's why flag protection is so important. You can't pull them up like you did in that charge over on the right.
Exactly. It looks like a lot of 2 Corps guys coming back in with a flag or 2 back here. It looks like just 1. And we have, I believe, 4th Texas still holding on to the road here, getting countered out by 12th VA though. 12th VA pushing out, getting real aggressive on this side. On this side.
Hey, they're coming from the east. They're coming from the east.
CSA is getting pretty spicy over on the right side of the field towards the Union base.
I mean, yeah, 12th VA getting a lot of free kills into the 4th Texas line. That's a small group, so that's going to be a lot of skirmishing kills. But, I mean, the rest of the Union here just needs to... Wait a minute. Hold on. Who is this behind him? I'm going to take a guess. It's 5th New Hampshire. Trying to flank underneath the Union line here to the west. And, I mean, 5th New Hampshire, I do respect it. But you don't have the people for this. They're charging. They're just charging straight up into him now.
If they had waited 2 minutes for the CSA coming from their main spawn, it would have been a much more effective charge.
I mean, all
Now
this is doing here... I mean,
You're
all
gonna
this
get
is
some out of
doing
lines
is
that aren't gonna
destroying their
help.
tickets. Yeah, that's all this is doing here.
That's pretty much even things up, that charge.
And looks like 12th VA falling off that fence, or at least elements of them are. Yep, falling back here to
We
the
got
east.
engaged before 30 minutes, which I was not expecting, Red. I did not think we were going to see CSA at engaged at this point.
No, but I mean, I like what Union's doing here. They're playing aggressive. They're doing what they got to do here to just keep themselves in this fight.
We'll see. The real battle, Red, is going to be them not only getting point, but going beyond point and being aggressive enough to keep the CSA in those woods.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they just have to keep this aggression going. It looks like a CSA counter push is coming in hard on this Union right here from the south, led by IVB naturally, and I-Corps coming up on their side. I mean, what I will say is that I think the CSA has played remarkably well alongside each other for an event with no Steam chat. You know what I mean? I think
that is true.
I think CSA, honestly, in a lot of these moments on both these maps here, I mean, you have to remember they played as Union last time around. I think they've cleaned it up a lot here in a lot of ways, but I think they still aren't working to a standard the Union has in terms of maneuvering together and pushing together. I mean, look, it's IVB and I-Corps at the front of all these pushes here. I think if they just had a bit more support from their team, like 5th New Hampshire had just kind of stuck with them instead of going in on their own. I mean, they would have guys up in this fight that didn't just lose a lot of tickets on engagement. Same thing here with 12th VA on the other side of the map here. I mean, you know, just a little disorganized, it seems like, from our point of view, because, I mean, you look at it from the top down, Union has a pretty nice, like, S shape going on here, if you kind of, you know what I mean? Like a kind of like a weird LS hybrid going on.
Definitely an interesting front line we've got.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. And it looks like Union is countering this just by moving forward, but CSA with that buck and ball is just, that's tough. That's just a tough fight. And it looks like this is Sussy here holding far south. Mullet's in the line. Let's see what he does. Running around, not sure what he's doing here. 122, 124. Balance is really good here. And Hudson, once again, 5th New Hampshire trying to go for this flank here, and I don't agree with the solo flank with, what is this, 8 guys? But, oh, it's effective because Union just doesn't see him, and if they do a hit and run, they're standing here. Archer run up with the pistol. And here comes a Union counter charge down the hill. That's a silly move. They just don't have the numbers for it.
Yeah,
Archer stabbing him. I mean, now the rest of the Union comes down here, but I still think it's a good idea. Daz here playing for 5th New Hampshire. That's interesting.
Confederates are going to win now. Look out, bitch!
And there it is, 5th New Hampshire holds, and the rest of CSA surging forward. Now IVB pushing right at this Sussy 2-core conglomerate JD line here. A lot of team kills in that chat. I mean, 12th VA, did they just push up a charger on the right side? I don't think so.
JD coming up from behind to support them.
Looks like 12th VA just team killed a lot of each other for... I don't see a fight having happened just happen here, so I think they just team killed each other. Like, just, that's it. 5th New Hampshire is all dead. IVB here is formed up, firing into the side of the Sussy JD line. I-Corps pushing down here now on this west side. I mean, let's get a nice high angle here of this fight while I plug my phone in.
Got to give it to I-Corps and IVB clearing out those woods and taking back that position. They really put the Union back, conserving a lot of their ticket.
5th New Hampshire too. I mean, they really pushed up, and I mean, you can say what they want about wasting their own tickets, but at the same time, I mean, all they had to do was just serve a thorn into the Union side, and that's exactly what they did. They drew 2-core down the hill into a not great charge that forced a lot of Sussy guys out to help them as well. I mean, with that buck and ball, they just have to stand there, you know what I mean, and just shoot point blank, and they'll get kills. It looks like Union is falling back now pretty hard. 2-core sitting forward in these woods here, still trying to shoot it out southeast. 12th VA is they're pushing. 12th VA taking back these Reb caissons here, getting to the side of JD. They don't really notice it at first. Now they do, and now they're falling back. Dees gets a kill. Dees gets 2 kills, and Dees gets killed. Booty Warrior here trying to get a kill here with his bayonet, and he goes down as well, dropping the Union, taking losses. Olaire and TJ. Olaire dies this time around, doesn't win that 1v1. TJ standing strong. He's kind of wounded here, walking about. You can see the blood all over his uniform. And Union making moves here on the right side, it seems like, trying to get themselves all situated far west. I don't know if they know that JD gets half wiped on that left side. 4th Texas still holding onto this fence in front of that CSA caisson position. I mean, one thing I'll say about 4th Texas, it seems like this whole round, their whole job has just been sit in front of the caissons and try to get kills on their skirms and out of lines on the cannons. And, you know, I guess it's working, but at the same time, I mean,
we got a big mixed Union group coming over the west side, going up south. See how they're doing that flank over there. They're going to take out a lot of CSA, not expecting them.
6 Sussies reforming themselves here. JD here coming down here with MB and 2-core trying to push up on the southwest side. Elements of Sussy too. I mean, Sussy is all split up here. I don't really know where Sussy is entirely. They got guys over here in this northeast side. It looks like with JD and PA, and it doesn't really look like anyone's directly in command. Ninja asking this guy if he needs a nurse.
Yeah, after the battle. Go to the nurse after the battle.
Looks like the CSA has noticed that, and you got your Shenandoah regulars here. Those guys are like SEAL Team 6 up in here. This flank is going to be covered. No worries about that.
Level 100s over there. Don't worry about them. 5th New Hampshire and SR here now, firing point blank north here with that buck and ball, trying to do something to counter this movement. I mean, CSA is doing everything right. It looks like at the moment. I mean, from a ticket perspective, they're keeping the Union bottleneck. They're not just letting them have position. They're fighting them for it, and they're doing a good job at countering them out on these positions at the right time, it looks like. Just playing very organized, like I was saying before. I mean, Seasoning pushing back up to that CSA caisson position here. Just trying to get on the side of these I-Corps guys, just shooting straight west-northwest down that hill. IVB holding strong on these rocks here.
Check.
That's what Royal Ace has to say. Answer's nothing.
Nothing. Sweet silence.
Nothing but sweet
Sweet
silence. And here it is, 12th VA just punching shots in the 4th Texas on that fence. I'm going to see a few guys are dead here along the road. I mean, this does check out. And 12th VA is now going to swing down the fence line here. Great move by 12th VA. Get on the enfilade of the Union line. JD does react, though. Now they're moving onto this fence here, trying to use those rifles to their advantage. And, I mean, this is, once again, I said it before, this is a tough spot for Union. The real way that this corn position works in a shootout is if you have a shit ton of guys stacked up here, pumping everything into one group on that fence. But it looks like JD's going to hold this for a while. All of Union falling out of the woods now. I mean, that was a losing engagement for them. I can't blame them. 5th New Hampshire SR holding strong. I would expect a counter push by those guys soon. It's kind of what we've seen from the whole game. And once again, we have CSA guys firing into the Union spawn. First Tennessee and 12th VA guys just attempting to spawn kill and kill their arty, Union arty. And I mean, quite frank, Kel, I don't think I've seen Union arty hit much of anything here tonight so far.
They have not been very active throughout both rounds, really. They just haven't been there for the infantry.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we've only got 5 guys on arty. What can you expect? I really haven't seen arty on both sides being too active here. And, you know, it's as pure as a War of Rights game as it gets. Just shooting it out. But this map has the issue that there's not a lot of good positions to shoot at range from. You have to be very aggressive as a Union team. But you have to be smart. You have to maneuver a lot as a Union team to be successful in the attack here. Because as we've seen, I mean, they're moving together pretty decently here, but I mean, they're just running into CSA lines. We have an attempted movement here by 2 Corps. Archer just sending it down this east side. And this is a very good move, I think, because they're forcing the CSA to spread. We have a reaction already, I'm assuming, by 12th VA. Yep, Seasoning leading those men down to the east side to cover off that wood approach. Here they are. I-Corps turning that cannon on 2 Corps, and 2 Corps just turning around and counter-marching west, seeing that movement, running right in front of the arty. 12th VA sees it, though, and now is going to counter out towards them, trying to push towards 2 Corps. Here it is, they're moving. And oh, Union takes this fence position from 12th VA. 12th VA shifted out. JD takes the position, and now all of Union team is pushing out. That was a great maneuver by Union, I gotta say, Kel. That's the exact kind of thing I was just talking about here.
It was pretty good. Now you have a good angle on 12th VA. You'll see how they capitalize on that.
Looks like this conglomerate Union group on the far right charging into 5th New Hampshire SR. I mean, this is a silly push. Really silly. It's just a waste of tickets. Elements of PA, JD. I think I saw a Sussy guy here and there. Yeah, I mean, that was just not a great push whatsoever. Goat going to finish off Jeff, I'm guessing, with that flag. Let's see, but Union takes a strong position on the fence line here. Wait for Goat to get team killed. And, oh, looks like Jeff gets killed. JD and Jason there trying to hold that fence position. The Union flag is down, but I mean, yeah, like I was talking about, Kel, before, I mean, Union just needs to force movement from the CSA to get them out of these entrenched positions, and that was a great move by 2 Corps, hitting a little fake out there, running east and breaking it back west. I mean, that's a move I've done with us plenty of times, you know.
Here's a trap that the Union's going to fall in here with out-of-line tickets. You see that group that the Confederates have pushed forward towards Union Arty? You're going to see 2 or 3 guys trickle into that thing as just a couple Rambos. That force is actually going to get more tickets than any of the line battles going on over there.
Okay, Breacher here gets a straight executes this dude here. CSA, but now, yep, like you said, the CSA group, First Tennessee, is just going to put these 2 Union boys down, and they're both going to die out of line here. You're going to see that ticket loss reflected on that top side ticket bar here pretty quick.
We got a much larger group of US going in now. They must have said something in the Discord. Hopefully that'll clear that up for the Arty and see if we can get something moving on there. They could really use the Arty to support them shooting down those snake rails. Imagine if those Confederates didn't have those snake rails. I
mean, truthfully, if the Union Arty was up, these CSA sitting on the caissons here, 12th VA, they would not be able to sit there. 10th Tennessee wouldn't be able to sit here. I-Corps would be able to sit in this back rock area right here with Cheeto and Woody here leading the way. Everything up on these caissons for the Rebs, both of them, and there's a good Union hit right there. Great shot from the Union. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. If Union has their guns active, that's what they can do. They can deny them positioning. And Jason with a wonderful shot. Shout out Jason there on a great hit on that CSA position. And that forces 12th VA to move. I-Corps and 12th VA, I guess, both to move. 12th VA moving up here to Seasoning on this rock area. I don't like this position for 12th VA. You're kind of bowling yourself in. You're going to get shots from all angles here. You see what I'm looking at here? They got a Union group to their west in the form of, I think, Sussy. JD, apologies, firing into this rock area where 12th VA is at and those caissons east. Point blank canister shot. Doesn't look like it did too much, actually. It looks like it shot short. Sussy to the front of this 12th VA group. Next to them being more sussy, I believe. I mean, in 4th Texas to their right, they've got 12th VA bottled up here. It looks like Union's just kind of ignoring IVB and I-Corps off here to the southwest side, which I think is the move here. I mean,
that's true. They're keeping them occupied, that's for sure, and they're getting their tickets from those soldiers on the caissons. And that's what you have to do is you just got to grind them down. You take that point where they're breaking.
Another great arty hit over on the on that CSA battery here to the south. I'm guessing by our buddy back here again, and yeah, it is by Mason. Looks like Jason actually swaps to Artie to help out with these cannons and getting them running, and I think it's a good move by the Union. I think they realized pretty quickly here them going up against Buck and Ball Raw isn't going to work in their favor, and I think they're really starting to figure this out now because 12th VA is getting shafted on this east side. Maybe not shafted, but they're getting hurt. And that's what you need, because look at the tickets now, Kel. Those tickets are looking very different than they were a couple minutes ago.
They move closer together.
Looks like Sussy ate a shell here in the center. A couple guys dead from shot and shell. But, I mean, this big Sussy line there in the center is doing exactly what they need to do, just putting up a base of fire while letting those elements on the left and right of the maneuver as they see fit, keeping 12th VA busy. And 12th VA does retreat into the wood line now to the east side, keeping off, trying to just kind of put bodies in front of 2 Corps and Sussy and prevent a east side push. But 2 Corps denies it, and they're just going to go for the right side now, saying, you know what, we don't even need this east side. Let's push up with the right, while Sussy just kind of holds firm in the center. And whoa, wait a minute. IVB getting aggressive on this far west side. They said, well, you know what? If they're mostly in the middle and right of the map, why are we sitting here? Let's push in. Wintermute calling a charge from JD. Kel, I mean, how do you think it's going to go for Union here? I don't really know. I don't really know.
We'll see. Looks like the Confederates do have the upper hand here. They've pretty much massively wiped the people who were there, but the Union does have numbers coming in.
I mean, it's still a fight. Sevi with that pistol is still alive. He kills 1 guy. Kills 2 guys. Sevi's still up, and he gets railed by Jeff there in the face. And it looks like Union's actually going to take this position. They just had more numbers than IVB alone. And Krista versus Shumaj. Who wins this fight? Krista does. Congratulations. And then also the CSA.
Well, it looks like we have 2 Corps heading up to clear out 5th New Hampshire. That's going to clear up these woods and allow the Union to get back up to that snake rail.
I mean, this is the time for the Union to go for point, Kel. CSA has dropped the flag on the left side of the map. They're down a lot in terms of just raw manpower, and the Union's just going to surge right into the path of I-Corps. And I don't think this is going to be bad. I think it's going to be a good move by the Union there. I mean, they just need to go for kills here, right? They know that they're up on tickets now. Once they already started going and started disrupting the CSA's flow, this map started changing. Looks like CSA is going to win this initial push here, but we have the rest. We've got Sussy guys pushing in from the north side of this I-Corps group. Here it is. I-Corps trying to brace, but they just have way more people here.
The key here is if the Union can drag these tickets down, there's so much time left to get them in the last stand. It's I think the Union has it pretty locked up if they keep doing what they're doing. If they disorganize, then I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Looks like I-Corps does win that engagement on the left 2 flags. Oh, 12th VA has been an arty magnet this whole game from the Union, it looks like, or at least from the half point on. They get slammed by a shell again, and while they're knocked down, they're getting killed actively by these JD guys on the caisson. 4th Texas moving out is now to help, and looks like Yeet getting up close first with the Reb Artyman, just trying to put him down, and he misses a shot, but he kills 1 of them. Looks like Wolf is going to have a shot here on Boyd, and he misses as well. I mean, this is a completely different game now. Completely different map here. Union is still down a little bit on tickets. This isn't over for CSA, Kel. She ain't pregnant yet, as we do like to say, but CSA just needs to play together here. No more flanking maneuvers. No more trying to get cute with it. They just need to just point blank fuck you line the Union's team here. And it looks like it's kind of what they're starting to form. I mean, they still have a flag down here, but it looks like Dong is in a position to grab it. See this guy here over here, 10th Tennessee Dong. If he taps T and runs it west, he can get this flag. And it looks like he won't do that. Looks like he's just going to be selfish and try to get a kill.
I think the Union actually needs to pull back and get to more of a firefight. Claw back some of their tickets from the CSA. It would be the smarter play. They have so much time. I'm
inclined to disagree with you here. Honestly, I think Union's doing exactly what they got to do here too, because if you look at the ticket bar, they're both dropping. But Union is at a range now where that buck and ball isn't exact. Looks like Friendly Artie just slammed into the back of 2 Corps and JD.
Line.
Yeah, wow. I mean, Union has the range now. This isn't a close fight in the woods like it was before. They have the range, and they're using it. I can almost bet 12th VA's got buck and ball still, and so does I-Corps and 10th Tennessee on this left side. This is now a losing engagement for the CSA. And I mean, you can just tap right click and you'll see how low they are on flags on that southwest side of the map. And we have a counter push coming into the woods here. 5th New Hampshire once again getting very close and personal with the Union team, but they're going in alone. They're going in alone here, 5th New Hampshire, and it looks like they're dropping already. Union using those rifles here to help them out. They're trying to get in the side, but they're going in unsupported, and Union is turning to face them now. 2 Corps, that is, turning to face that western threat. Yeah, I think this map has now kind of gone firmly in the Union's favor here now, because, I mean, they just need to keep holding on to the area around point. That's it. That's really all they got to do. As some of our friends would say, Kel.
I think if they get folded up in these woods, and they're to get this made and they get pushed in the final push, I'm not sure they have this.
I mean, IVB is getting aggressive
right
here.
now. Either way, it could go last stand and final push. We don't know.
Yeah, no matter what, it's going to happen. But all that matters is who goes first, right? IVB and 10th Tennessee are now pushing up on this left side a little bit, trying to get aggressive on the Union right. But Union does the correct thing here again. They weren't doing this earlier in the round. They fall back, and that's the key. They're keeping the range in their favor. 5th New Hampshire going in for a wide flank to this north side. And this is one I do like, because they're actually helped by the rest of their team. That is the difference here at 5th New Hampshire. They're coming up on the backside of the Union. This could be a game-changing move here from 5th New Hampshire. If they know, here it is, Dees sees it. JD moving to kind of react. Dees coming on the right side. Hudson versus Dees, who wins that, and Hudson does. But here comes the rest of JD trying to counter them out. They are attacking. They know they have to do this. Winterbeat coming in as well, and he will get dropped by Hudson. There it is. They have 2 pistols that going up here. Hudson gets dropped. Otto misses a shot. Otto misses, doesn't miss that one. And, oh no, 5th New Hampshire. Oh no. 5th New Hampshire gets wiped by JD here. IVB pulls up
the Union keeps on going after the CSA. They need to stop and move back. They need to get back up to those snake rails and get back to the point.
I mean, yeah, Union should be at a stage now where they know they're going to win this firefight. They have the range now. There's not much CSA can do with how low they are on tickets and stuff like that on the left side. Like we've been seeing from these small CSA groups, it just keeps hurting them. It just keeps hurting
We're
their
about
tickets.
to hit last stand here, so we'll see how this final fight goes, and I think it's pretty safe to say that Union has it.
Yeah, but you know what? Crazier things have happened. You never know. You never know.
We'll see.
Here it is. Ninja suggesting a charge to get them to the last stand. Oh, here it is on the left side. IVB surging forward. I don't think they realize they're getting enfiladed here by elements of 2 Corps. Archer leading has been a nice flanking maneuver. Shooting up the side and front of elements of 10th Tennessee, IVB, and I think I saw a couple I-Corps guys as well. I mean, but, you know, this is good what IVB is trying to do. They know that they have to close this range, right? And this is what the CSA should have been doing. They should have tried retaking these left side woods, but they played separated. And we've seen that a lot from the CSA this round. They just play really, like, split. They just played split after that middle area of the map. And now IVB is forced to pull back because they just can't keep that fight alone. It does look like CSA will drop Union into final push first, however. Yeah, and there it is. So CSA just needs to keep the Union off this cap for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And they're playing in smart positions. I mean,
be in last stands.
They're going to be in last stand pretty quick here. If 5th New Hampshire does another attempted flank, it's going to happen quick. And no, they join with the main group. That's good. Knight here, though. Look on the left side here, the west side map.
Knight,
These
Joshua,
3 guys, they're going to cost their team potentially the game here. If they, I mean, not the game, but there it is. Yeah, it was this guy. Who is it?
That's what you get for playing reckless like that. You guys can't just be away from your regiment like that unless there's a reason.
Yeah, and I mean, none of those guys make it out. None of them made it out, and now and they don't even get the respawn because they died after last stand. So now it's kind of a hands of time behind their back. Looks like Union's going to try making the push to take point at 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. CSA is consolidating directly under the cap zone. Trying to use this like kind of deflate a little bit, but I mean they're all crouching in the open field. I don't think this is going to work out in their favor, and it looks like already 2 Corps. I gotta commend the flank here from 2 Corps. This was a good maneuver by them, getting up on that far south side of the CSA. They're in a perfect position here to catch the CSA response as well. 2 Corps shifting out the line here south, even further south, to fire directly down the side of the CSA line. I mean, you can see Union is now beginning a full envelopment from the south side, and just a straight shootout now, point blank range almost. Here it is, they're on their flank.
You know what? A dead chicken still kicks.
A dead chicken. That's a good saying. CSA still has a position here, but Union kind of just folding him in, defeating him gradually. Or just shots alone. A couple RD shots are coming into the Union line. I don't see any hits though. I mean, it's got to be it. It's probably going to be it here. I mean, we have a CSA group, once again, just splitting off and doing their own thing. First Tennessee trying to get a wide flank going north here. At this point in the round, why not? IVB and what remains are trying to hold on to this point, but I mean, it's not really working out for him. I-Core, 12th VA, and here comes the Union push. They're surging in now. The rest of IVB and 12th VA holding on the caissons. Cheeto here watching the front side with that pistol. Oh, no, not the pistol. Cassie.
You have a lot of Union just chilling out.
I mean, yeah, half the Union isn't even going in because, you know, they're going in a little early. And now Union surges forward, and that's going to be ball game here. Union with a great RD shot there at the end, I think. Or, sorry, CSA. There it is. 2-core cleans him off. Elements of Sussy in there with the assist, and JD just everyone surge forward, and that's game. GG. Union takes the field. So it looks like we finished with another 1-1. Now, interestingly enough, Kel, in events like SSL and these higher pop events that aren't at 240, 245, the defense tends to win more often. Actually, defense has won 80% of the rounds in SSL this season so far. Meanwhile, in this event, with these smaller servers, attackers seem to be winning almost every round.
That's because tickets matter more on these smaller man servers. When you have 400 people, just statistically, they scale. So your actions matter just that much more. Your out of line kills matter just that much more.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see here in the after action how many out of lines they had. I mean, Union, I mean, they were playing well. They fixed it up there at the end. CSA just playing really spread here for a lot of this round. I mean, they just weren't reacting efficiently to this Union's left side. I think the Union just kind of gave up on that right after the initial area and just, you know, went from there. And casualties are pretty even though. Wow, they're about spot on even similar out of line skirmishing. That wow, both sides lost almost the exact ratio of people as well.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, but any final thoughts from both those rounds there, Kel, before we dispatch here?
You know, I think the set of map, the first map was an interesting pick, and I haven't seen it played much. And usually the Union gets rolled up, so I expected what I saw. However, I think the Union has a lot more tickets to play with now, where you could really neutralize the Confederates' advantage by being aggressive at the beginning of the match. Yeah. Second map, even as always, I would say, two good teams going up against each other. RD was pretty much nullified on both sides the whole match. There were a couple good RD shots, especially towards the end when Union freed theirs up, but otherwise, that's what I would expect out of that map without any sort of drastic bumps. It's just being played the same again.
Yep, I agree. Well, everybody, that will be it from us. This has been Red at the 59th and Cal from the 59th. Thank you for joining us on tonight's round of Maryland campaign, and wish you all the best, and we'll see you all next week for the next one. Goodbye, all.
Later.